All right, let's talk about Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, who, again, had a dominant day against this Jets team. I mean, offensively and defensively, things went really well, but I want to specifically talk about Kyler Murray. He's someone who, with some of the injuries he had, there were some questions about, what is Kyler Murray at this point in his career? Is he someone who should have been, paid all the money that the Cardinals paid him? The answer right now is absolutely yes, and let's talk about what he's doing so well. Starting off with a play you see on the screen, it's going to be a zone coverage concept, and you see how this route could work, could get into a gap in coverage right here. It's Trey McBride, who's really, I think last year he established himself as one of the best receiving tight ends in football, but really this year people are starting to take notice, I think. He's playing so good. Watch how when he runs this route, route running is so important. Watch how he really fixes though he's going more towards the bottom of the screen. Then when he gets back closer to where he wants to be, there's a window here. And for Kyler, what he's doing is, for one thing, he didn't show where he was looking right away. He didn't look directly at McBride, looked off so the Jets defenders couldn't read his eyes and get over. But also, he's getting the ball here quickly. Again, this is who Kyler Murray is, right? He's going to give his players a chance. If he sees a window, he's going to take it. There are some quarterbacks who maybe would be a bit more cautious on these types of plays, but Kyler Murray, for better or worse, and it usually is for better, is going to take these chances. And also watch this throw. I mean, when you can make a throw like that, that's why you put the ball through the tight windows. I mean, really good stuff by Kyler, really well timed. Great stuff by Trey McBride. So, listen, we'll get into some questionable Jets defensive moments in this video, but, this isn't bad defense. This is good offense, and it's great offense, really, by Kyler Murray and by the Cardinals. Gotta talk about Kyler's rushing ability, because obviously it helps in many different ways. It helps just with the yards it gets you, like this play. It also can help, take attention away from James Conner, but this play, it's a 3rd down and goal, and, this is one of those situations that I do have to put some criticism on with the Jets because Kyler's going to keep it himself and roll out towards the bottom of the screen. As you see, when this play begins, no Cardinals player in the area, which, again, this is designed run all the way. If this is not a rushing play, it's just not going to work on this 3rd down and goal. But you see the Jets players who are closest, no one's really paying attention. And okay, listen, I remember Peyton Manning scored on one of these, way back in the day. But that's Peyton Manning. It kind of makes sense that nobody was ready for him. Here it's Kyler Murray. You have to be aware that this is a possibility. They were not, and to be honest, even if they were aware, I'm not sure if they would have been able to stop him. Kyler gets into the end zone for a touchdown, so great stuff by Kyler Murray, but also, Jets gotta figure this stuff out. So, good play call, of course, by the Cardinals. That has to be mentioned. Hey, good teams take advantage of their opponent's mistakes, right? If they feel like the Jets aren't going to be ready for something like this, well, what do? Something like this. But also, let's talk about something like this as well. Because, okay, that last play, you kind of got it schemed open. Okay, Kyler still showed off how fast he is, but realistically, he was going to score on that one. That's not the case every time, though. Again, yes, it is true that just having a quarterback who runs in general is going to generate some nice plays. It doesn't mean they can't be covered up sometimes as well. When Kyler Murray takes a snap on this one, he's going to keep the ball himself, and a Jets player is aware of this. So again, Jets learning from their mistakes of that last play later on in the game. A little too late, down 24-6, but still, they do have a player in the area. But the issue is, you also have to be able to tackle Kyler Murray. As you see, that does not happen at all. Kyler Murray gets around him, gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Again, he's a difficult guy to bring down, and this is just what makes him such a dominant player for the Cardinals, right? There's so many different ways he can beat you, and the rushing is, he's one of one in this category, right? There's other guys who are great rushers, but nobody runs quite like how Kyler Murray runs stylistically. It's truly remarkable. Also, I want to talk about Trey McBride a little bit more. I touched on him earlier. This guy is doing some unreal stuff for the Cardinals. This play, probably my favorite he had of the game, which is, it's a man coverage concept on a 3rd down and 7. This is still early on in the game, 10 minutes left in the second quarter, 1-score game. If the Jets can get a stop here, hey, get a nice drive going, you can be tied just like that. I don't know if that would have happened, but that's at least what you're thinking if you're on the Jets sideline right now. The Cardinals don't want to let them get too optimistic, running a pick play designed to get Trey McBride the ball. When this play begins, you see that right here. The play didn't really work as designed. Really, this was good defense by the Jets. They get a defender, kind of fights through the pick well. This Sauce Gardner is the defender, so again, putting your best corner on a tight end is sometimes a questionable decision, but when that tight end is Trey McBride on a 3rd and 7, it kind of makes sense. Here's the issue. Watch McBride just really shake him off, and he's able to continue running, hurdles a guy, and picks up the first down and then some. I mean, that's unbelievable, but right there by Trey McBride, right? That's, I don't know how many players make that play. Maybe 0. He might be the only other guy who makes that play. Absolutely incredible that he can do that. So, yeah, that was certainly very helpful for the Cardinals. But really, a play like this is the biggest way that I think Trey McBride and Kyler Murray are able to beat other teams. It's a 3rd down and 10 right here. This is going to be a one-on-one matchup. And okay, well, we can't put Sauce Gardner on McBride again after that, right? Got to put somebody else on him. You see McBride's route, going to be running a deeper route that's eventually going to go over the middle. Kyler Murray takes the snap. He's going to look in that direction. He fires in that direction. And as of right here, McBride is not wide open, but he's giving a window. And it just feels like this is what they do so consistently against man coverage. Kyler makes an accurate throw, and it's just consistently when you get a one-on-one matchup with McBride, he wins the matchup, whether by a lot or by maybe just a medium amount. But either way, he's winning the matchup, and Kyler's hitting him every time. And it's just they're doing it at such a high level. It just makes it so difficult for a team to try and play against them. Also, this play, got to talk about Marvin Harrison Jr., of course, who, again, had another solid day here for the Cardinals, and this is probably his biggest play, which, again, in this situation in the game, it is still a 1-score game. You'd like to be able to make it a 2-touchdown game instead of a touchdown and a field goal game. You see that, you see the route that Marvin Harrison Jr. is running, just a one-on-one matchup. When this play begins, DJ Reed is a good cover corner for the Jets. He's covering this up relatively well. But again, one of the things Kyler Murray does is he gives his receivers a chance, right? This is why him and Hopkins really connected so well. And maybe you saw Hopkins, play some of his best football when he was with Kyler Murray, because Murray's going to give you a chance. And for guys like he has on his roster, it makes sense. Watch as it's a really nicely thrown football. I mean, that's right on the money. Also, good adjustment by Marvin Harrison Jr. to read it while it was in the air and make the play. So, again, really good stuff by both of these two guys. And then also this play I really liked, which is it's a zone coverage concept that the Jets are in, and the Cardinals are going to run a play action to try and draw players further in. Then they're going to have multiple Cardinals players run kind of deeper routes over the middle, trying to clear out the secondary on that side of the field. And then Trey McBride, the tight end, he's going to flash out towards that area. Hopefully for the Cardinals, no one else is in the area and he can get wide open. Sometimes, that happens. Usually a Jets player can pick up the tight end here, but they're out of position. Usually it's a linebacker out of position, and that creates a mismatch. Here, though, that doesn't even happen. No Jets player picks up McBride. He is wide open. I mean, this is looking to be an easy first down. Don't even have to worry about it. Here's the issue. The play action almost worked a bit too well here. Those two Jets players are rushing in towards Kyler Murray because at this point, hey, they're not going to get back in coverage anyway. Might as well just keep rushing the passer, right? You're right there. See if you can make a play. So Murray's going to have to throw while getting hit. But what do you think he does? Look, really well thrown football. I mean, it took a while to get there is maybe the one critique you would say. But he had to get it there quickly. Didn't want to take the hit, too. You're blowing a team out. You don't want to get injured in a blowout. So throw it a little bit earlier. And hey, when McBride's that open, all you got to do is get the ball to him. So, yeah, again, it's really good stuff here by Arizona. Again, going through the drive-by-drive stuff, these were the Cardinals' drives in order. So first they scored a touchdown, then they scored a touchdown, and then another touchdown. So 3 straight touchdowns. Then they had to settle for a field goal at the end of the half. They ran out of time and so had to settle for a field goal, but they maybe could have scored a touchdown on that one as well because they were in field goal range when time expired with they were at the Jets at the Jets 19 on a second down when they kicked the field goal. Actually, it was the first down when they kicked the field goal. In the first possession of the second half, they started at their own 12-yard line, but still had a touchdown drive. And then finally, the Jets were able to get a punt in the fourth quarter when it was a 31-6 game. And then the final drive was the Cardinals killed the rest of the clock and then ended the game. So really only one drive didn't go perfectly for the Cardinals in this game. It was that level of dominance. Jets, not a great football team, but the Cardinals showing that they might be. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.